Part 1. The Well Behind the Old House. My name is Reza, and for most of my life, I believed jinn stories were nothing but old Iranian superstitions, things our grandparents whispered to scare us into behaving. But everything changed the summer I stayed at my uncle's village house in Ramsar, near the edge of the dense northern forests. The house was old, built long before electricity reached the area. Behind it, hidden between blackberry bushes, stood a stone well, so ancient that half its edges had collapsed inward, stones covered in moss and spiderwebs. My uncle always warned me, "Never go near that well after sunset. Anything that lives down there isn't human." I laughed it off like an idiot. A well is just a hole in the ground, right? That belief lasted exactly 4 days. Part 2. The First Night. The first strange thing happened on the fourth night. I woke up thirsty around 2:40 a.m. The air was humid and heavy, and the forest insects were screaming louder than usual. As I walked toward the kitchen, I heard it, a sound from outside. A sound I have never forgotten. Someone crying. Soft, broken, like a woman whispering through tears. I froze. The sound came from behind the house, from the well. I opened the back door a crack and listened. It wasn't wind. It wasn't an animal. It was human. A woman. Whimpering, calling for help. My skin went cold. I grabbed a flashlight and stepped outside, barefoot on the damp dirt. The crying grew louder with every step I took toward the bushes. When I reached the well, the air around it felt colder, unnaturally cold. I leaned forward, shining the flashlight down into the darkness. "Hello? Are you hurt?" The crying stopped instantly. Silence. Then, something splashed far below. I held my breath. "Are you there?" I whispered. What answered was not a woman, not even close. A voice, deep, layered, echoing from somewhere far below, whispered, "Reza." My name, coming from inside that well. I ran so fast I scraped both feet on the stones. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. Part 3. The Thing That Came Out. The next morning I told my uncle what I heard. He didn't laugh. He didn't look confused. He looked terrified. And when he spoke, his voice trembled. "Reza, whatever calls your name from a place you cannot see is not a person. Do not speak back to it. And never, never go there after dark." I nodded, but something inside me was curious, stupidly curious. That evening, just before sunset, I went to the well again, telling myself I just wanted to see it in daylight. The well was empty, dry, just dirt and broken stones at the bottom. No water. No one could survive down there. So what did I hear? I stepped closer, too close. The wind suddenly blew in a sharp gust, and a horrible smell rose from the well, like burnt hair and rotten eggs soaked in gasoline. Then I heard a whisper, "Tonight." I stumbled backward. Something was coming. Part 4. The 3. 11 a.m. visitor. The fourth night was the worst night of my life. I woke at 3:11 a.m. exactly. Not because of noise, not because of thirst. Because I felt someone watching me. The room was pitch black. Only the low hum of the old fridge broke the silence. I turned my head toward the window, and that's when I saw it. A silhouette. Tall. Too tall. standing completely still on the other side of the glass. Its head was tilted unnaturally, like a broken doll. Arms long enough to touch the ground, eyes glowing faint gold in the darkness. It was the exact height of the window frame. But here's the worst part. It wasn't standing outside the window. It was standing on top of the old well. Something about that made my blood freeze. I whispered, "Please, please," without even knowing what I was pleading for. The figure leaned closer to the window. The gold glow of its eyes sharpened into two burning points. Then it spoke. The same voice from the well. The one that said my name. "Reza, open the door." My heart stopped. Not slowed. Stopped. I felt it like a fist squeezing my chest. The figure raised one long, shadowy finger and tapped on the window. Once, twice, 3 times. Each tap rattled the whole frame, like metal being hit with a hammer. I don't remember screaming, but my uncle burst into the room seconds later with a shotgun in hand. When he looked out the window, there was nothing. No figure, no footprints, no breeze. Just the silent darkness of the northern forest. He grabbed my shoulders. "Reza, listen to me. If it calls your name again, never respond, never open the door, and never look directly into its eyes. These things imitate the dead. They climb from places humans can't go. They take the shape of whoever will persuade you to come closer." I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. All I knew was that whatever I saw was not human, and it wanted me. Part 5. The Final Night. We left the village the next morning, but that night, at my own home in Karaj, at exactly 3:11 a.m., I woke up again. Knocking. 3 soft knocks at my bedroom window. My legs turned to stone. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Then, a voice whispered through the glass. The same voice, the same tone. "Reza, you forgot something." I shut my eyes, covered my ears, didn't look, didn't speak. The knocking continued for almost a full minute, and then it stopped. I haven't gone near a well since that day. And even now, years later, sometimes at night, when everything is quiet, I swear I still hear it, calling my name.